Hello everyone, this is Shweta Maheshwari, author of the book She Met Life. So I am back again. In the previous video, we have learned what great habits we should inculcate. But now, when we understood what great habits we should inculcate and why we should inculcate, the next question arises, how to go ahead with the great habits? How to keep ourselves motivated, how to be regular in following these habits, how to increase willpower so that these powerful habits empower us. But before suggesting anything further, I would like you to learn flexibility. Sometimes in the lieu of going to the extent of following certain habits, we start breaking ourselves. It says, laws are made for us. We are not made for laws. And sometimes in following those habits, we start hampering ourselves and our near and dear ones. Even I have met many people who tied themselves so firmly with their habits that at the end of the day, they start feeling suffocated. It may happen due to certain urgency or due to certain other priorities. You may skip one or the other routine. So it is totally okay. This is totally fine. You can cover that up by giving some extra time on some other day when you get time. It's totally fine. Although I also want to say that following those habits is the way of life of successful people. And it is important for us, it is really imperative for us to have those habits so that we should feel happy, successful and joyful. Also, don't take your everyday routine so casually that at the end of the day, you have to repent. Inculcating good habits is the way of living of many successful people, as per my experience. Though, I believe success is a very subjective term. It's really tough to measure, but can say if you are able to follow any of the desired habits for a certain period of time with consistency and determination, then you have all the rights to call yourself successful. So here are a few points which you can follow so as to keep staying focused and inspired, not only to inculcate certain habits, but it will help you in changing your life as well. So, here are the tips which you should follow. The first is, keep the fool a fool. I know it sounds very, very weird to you, but I literally follow this. It says, it's cool to be a fool. A few years back, I came to know through a video that our brain is a genie. He doesn't know what command to reject and what to accept. Even, our technology is very much intelligent in following commands. Whenever we delete any file or perform any wrong function, it asks, are you sure you want to delete? But our brain takes the actions immediately and performs it in no less than a second, even without giving a single thought that it may be hazardous for us. So here we need to be very, very cautious. We need to be extra cautious when we know that our brain works like a fool. So what to do in such a condition? We should make it to work for our advantage. As for example, if you want to become an early riser, but you're finding it really difficult, you're really finding it very difficult. So keep saying yourself, I'm an early riser. Slowly, your brain will start accepting that you are an early riser, and eventually you will find yourself waking up earlier automatically. Similarly, it works for your other commands as well. So better stop talking that it's tough to wake up early or to make out time for my physical activities or any other tasks that you really want to perform, or other habits, good habits which you really want to inculcate in your daily life. In psychology, this is called as self-positive talk. Talk positive about yourself. Even when you talk with yourself, talk good things about you. You are your best friend. When you talk about yourself, talk the great things, that I'm an early riser, I'm a good performer, I am a good dancer, or whatever the things you want to inculcate in yourself. This brain is a fool, so you can keep it full. But this is just a statement that I have created for me, but I can really say you that this is one of the smartest organ in your body. But you need to outsmart it, and my outsmart way is to fool it. You can message yourself in 3 ways. The first one is counting backward. This is a very, very effective method, believe me. Now let us find how it works. Suppose you have set an alarm to get up at around 5 o'clock in the morning. We usually snooze it for 10 minutes, then for another 10 minutes, and ultimately we wake up at the 11th hour and rush for office, wasting one more precious day to keep ourselves motivated. So make it a habit of counting backward, that is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As soon as you open your eyes, count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and say, I'm awake. This is a strategy to overcome your lazy desires over your active desires. The lazy part of ours always messages us to the active part to keep on postponing the task. But here we have to overcome it. Backward counting helped me a lot when it comes to my physical exercises, especially, or waking up early. So this is the habit which I really found tough for me, but I imbibed in me using this, and I have learned it from Mel Robbins. You can even read her book 5-Second Rule. She's rocking these days if you know her. The second I would like to suggest is writing notes or using stick-ons. This works the best. Buy some colorful stick-ons from a stationery shop. Stick it everywhere you feel like. We all have watched the movie Kajni. The movie depicted a disease named as short-term memory loss. We too tend to forget that we have promised ourselves of certain things. So we can write our habits or desires or whatever the things we want to instill in ourselves on those stickers. And you can use it on the doors of your almirah, your study table, your computer table, or the place wherever you feel you spend maximum time of your day. Believe me, I use it on my mobile as well, so as to get into the habit of early rising, trust me. The third way is mirror writing. This is a must thing, I would say, to keep yourself motivated. I'll share my experience, that how I got rid of my habit of consuming tea. Actually, it's too much consumption hampered my health very adversely. So 2 years back, I decided to leave tea. But I wasn't able to keep myself motivated enough for the same. Out of exasperation, one day, I wrote it on all the mirrors of my home. I still remember my words. It was 1st August 2018, no tea. And believe me, till date, till today, I am determined. Though sometimes I have it with my family or friends very casually, but the way I used to crave has got vanished. Even these days, I keep making the promises on the mirror so as to accomplish many tasks that I don't feel like doing. The third thing I would like to suggest you is reward yourself. Different people have different ways of motivating themselves. When I was young, my parents used to lure me with one or the other small reward if I complete a sizable task or the task which was assigned on time. For example, if I clean the room, organize my cupboard, or score good grades, I used to get some reward. The better the accomplishment, the better was my reward. Likewise, I received a bicycle. I remember when I scored well in Standard 7. We all are also well aware of this drill because we follow this with our children as well. Many of you are following, I know this. So it is the famous strategy to get your work done. Then why can't we apply it on ourselves? Even our employers also this for bonus and incentives. Also it is says that rewards and actions are closely related. So if we follow this simple reward system, we will find one or the other reason to keep on going. You can reward yourself with a bar of chocolate at the end of the day, or you can postpone some of your casual want till you accomplish some task that you have promised yourself. Suppose you have set a target for yourself of losing 5 kg weight in a month or 2 months. On the other hand, you're also planning to buy a shirt for yourself. So you can postpone it till you are able to achieve that, till you're able to achieve that goal or whatever the things you have planned for yourself. This is also known as self-appraisal. The fourth one I want to suggest is to publicize your promise. This really works. Believe me, because it had worked for me. Tell your family and your friends that you will follow through some habits. Ask them to assist you and to adjust with you, seeing the changes that they will notice in you. Inform them about your goals. Even you can make public declaration by posting it on your social media, your Facebook account, your Instagram account. This is going to help you. This is an excellent way to get motivated, as it will increase a pressure on you for some positive actions. You will definitely try your best to protect your self-image as well, because you have posted it on your social media account. I have experienced it twice in my life. The very first time I can say you, when my coach asked me to set some goals and to share it with my close friends and all my family members, and I did it. The second time when I started running, I promised it on social media about the target, which I eventually accomplished in 3 to 4 months. I remember, you can go through my account also. And nowadays, even my son, he is my best motivator, and also I have certain friends who keep me motivated throughout. They really help me. The fifth one I would like to say you is appoint a mentor for yourself. In this long path of life of success, it is very easy to go off track or to take a wrong turn. But the nurturing and experienced hand of our mentor will always aspire us to be on the right track. Also, he or she will help you to acknowledge your true potential. He or she may help you to come out in overcoming your weaknesses or strengthening your skills. So be in pace with someone whom you can communicate your heart and with whom you can even discuss your failures, your mistakes, your limitations. Your mentor can be your friend, your father, your mother, your brother, your sibling, your close friend, or it can be a person upon whom you can totally rely and who can assist you in your journey of not even forming these habits but towards a greater destination. Appoint that person. In my case, I am the luckiest because I've got the best mentor. Even I can say my son is a kind of mentor for me because he keeps on inspiring me from time to time, or he keeps on throwing some challenges on me to overcome. So I also have some special friends, sometimes my siblings too, who keep on motivating me. So have those people around those who can inspire you. Along with that, I would also like to suggest you some simple things that how you can keep yourself motivated. First of all, keep yourself curious to learn new things. Crack jokes and keep on laughing. You can listen some motivational stories, some videos every day. Make it an everyday habit also. Also keep yourself away from some people who have limiting belief about themselves, who says I can't, I am not creative. Don't try to keep yourself away. Also try to have a good friend circle. It says you're the combination of 5 close people you everyday talk with. So choose your friends consciously. And last but not the least, my saying, love yourself. You are pointing at the moon to get it into your hands. Then you also have to make yourself ready for the price to pay. Even a minute step of consistent effort every day can bring tremendous change in your reality. And over a period of time, you will find that you have become the most best version of yourself. We are also very well aware of one of the equation I'll share you. So I can say you, with this equation I want to say you that a small baby step has a huge potential to transform you into a superhuman. So keep moving ahead with the small baby steps towards a giant leap. With that, I'm signing off. We'll meet next week. Thanks a lot.